I have a question for you. How did you end up here? What happened? We designed that weird image so that your brain got stuck on it and led you here. That's called a pattern interrupt, and it's a powerful tool in sales and marketing. Using a pattern interrupt is a way to change a person's state, capture their attention, and even build trust. If you're a salesperson, you likely use pattern interrupts on a regular basis. For example, you might raise your voice, you might make a joke, or you might even say something bad about your product just to surprise or disarm your prospects. What if you could use pattern interrupts to help you sell even between your sales meetings? You see, every single person has behavioral patterns that are habit sequences or mental pathways. We're all creatures of habit, driven by routine and the status quo. The development of these habits has a purpose. You see, we develop these habits and these patterns because they help us survive and cope with our reality. This is no different in the business world. Whether you're in sales, marketing, or even software development, your habits are driving your behavior on a subconscious level. Many times, these habits are good and serve a real purpose, but sometimes they can actually negatively impact you in your personal life or in your business or your industry overall. If you've ever felt that you're stuck in a rut personally or even professionally, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Pattern interrupts work because they interrupt chunks of behaviors that have been molded into our habits over time. If a behavior is diverted or frozen, like the way in which you browse stories on Facebook, for example, then that person has no existing unconscious programmed response with how to respond to that particular interruption. The mind tends to respond by suspending itself until something happens to give it new direction or snaps out of that state. That's called cognitive dissonance. These techniques can be used for dubious purposes. Not us, of course. We have chosen to be extremely transparent with this in our content and even this ad. Okay, number one, because being authentic is extremely important in marketing and advertising. Number two, because we know using pattern interruption in advertising is extremely effective. And number three, we want to show you how you can use pattern interruption in some of the tools that we have here at ClientPoint to close more deals and grow your business. If you have a business or a sales professional, you most likely know that it's taking longer and longer to convert leads into sales, especially in the digital environment that we live in today. Buyers are now super empowered by technology, and traditional sales and marketing strategies are no longer as effective as they once were. So with all that being said, we want to invite you to register for our free virtual training where you're going to discover exactly how to interrupt your sales cycle and win 30% or more deals. If you're someone who's looking for ways to close more deals in your company or business, I challenge you to interrupt your day-to-day and register for our free training.